Hey ladies. So the other night I posted in my community page, as an it girl, how do you gatekeep your gifts, identity, and peace? And an overwhelming majority of you all said that you barely post on social media or you don't share your business with people. And so in this video, I want to talk about moving in silence in 2026. I want to tell you guys a little bit of a story about me and who I used to be. I used to be the type of girl that needed other people to validate me and tell me that I was doing the right thing. That's kind of the way I needed validation. I used to seek validation from my friends and family, and I would tell them like I was working this job or I was pursuing, this career or this business interest, right? And I would do that because I would want them to give me their stamp of approval. And this is very common, especially amongst women, because women seek community. Women tend to desire backing and desire validation so that they know and can feel positive and good about the steps that they're taking in their life. Where this becomes harmful is you're allowing a lot of different energies into your hemisphere. You're allowing a lot of different people and their personalities and their failures and their projections to come into your reality when you welcome them in to your business. Now, in my case, and like a lot of you, I was seeking their validation for, positive reasons, right? I wanted them to pat me on the back and tell me I'm doing a great job, or tell me that I picked a great career, or, big me up and tell me that the job I'm working is great and how they're so happy for me, so that I can feel in my spirit that the people in my community and the people who I have bought around me support me and are happy about what I'm doing. It was a sense of feeling supported, right? But here's where I challenge that viewpoint, because like I said, when you open your plans and your business and what you have going on up to many different people, you are letting a lot of different energies into your reality. And once they're into your reality, once they are tapped in to what you have going on or what you're planning to do, they can manipulate energy to mess with what you have planned. Some people are aware of their manipulation of energy. This would be called witchcraft. Other people are unaware. This would be called subconscious sabotage. Subconscious sabotage is when you tell your best friend, hey girl, I just got a $10,000, $15,000 raise. I'm killing it. I'm doing X, Y, and Z. She's going to tell you she's happy for you. But behind closed doors, if she's struggling with something, and this is natural, ladies, so I'm not trying to demonize anyone, but if she's struggling with things, she may not be sending you the most positive energy. So in order to mitigate any of that, I don't tell people anything anymore. I don't tell people shit. And it is the most peaceful thing I have ever experienced in my life. I experimented for about 6 months to a year now with withholding and keeping private a lot of the big details in my life. I'm not giving people the inside scoop and the really intricate details about what's happening in my life. I always give people a very surface level update. And I noticed that this has allowed me to protect what I have going and what I have planned. I don't care how close you think you are to someone. I don't care how loving you think your parent is or that person in your family is. I don't care how tight you think you and your homegirl are. Some things, as a grown woman, some things should be between you and God. Some things should stay within. They should not be on Front Street. People do not need to know what you have going on, because people can mess with you energetically on purpose or subconsciously. And so the way that I've been protecting my peace, my identity, and my gifts is I limit the access people have to me, and I also limit what they know about me. So when I used to sit on the phone and talk to people for hours and hours, I would overshare, right? Because when you're on the phone with your homegirls for hours, all you're going to do is gossip about your own life, and they're going to gossip with you about theirs. But there's harm in that if you have plans to do things like buy a home, get a new job, level up your career, start a business, get married, start a family. Like, these are big things that, people are always, that we're trying to achieve, right? Because it's the it girl season. It's the it girl season. It's the it girl era we're stepping into. And so we have big dreams, big goals, which require big focus. So if you're on the phone for hours and hours yapping with your friend, naturally you are going to slip into oversharing. It is just what women do. And so the way I've combated this in my own life is I limit my conversations. Even with my best friend, I don't have conversations that are too long. We may talk and laugh and giggle for a good while, but I know how to end a conversation once there's nothing else to talk about. I think I used to struggle with knowing when to end conversations and knowing when to be like, all right, girl, well, I'm about to go eat dinner. I'm going to call you later. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow, or we'll catch up again next week. And so naturally, if you are just comfortable with the person who you're talking to, you're going to be oversharing. You're going to be getting into a lot of intricate details that should be private. And before you know it, all your business is on Front Street. And now this person knows what you're doing, what you have planned. It is too much. We need to move in silence. And so I want to touch on some of the girlies who, commented about social media. While I am not someone who does not post on social media, I understand why people don't. I do. Especially in this day and age, I 1000% understand. I do. Because social media is full of monitoring spirits. They're full of people who were used to seeing you at a certain point in your life, at a certain era of your life. And so seeing you now, years and years and years later, doing things that you weren't doing then, being someone who you weren't then, is unsettling for people who want to keep you in boxes or who want to remember you as this one type of person when you have clearly evolved out of that person that they knew. But unfortunately, toxic people want to keep you in that box. They want to keep that idea of you that they had of you. If they used to be able to pick on you or bully you, and now you've blossomed into this beautiful woman, they're going to still try to project that and treat you like that by withholding their support on social media. They won't double tap that picture, sis. You know what I'm saying? Those girls who used to exclude you from stuff in college and in high school and try to isolate you and make you feel less than, even though you were the it girl the whole time. Now they're watching you. They're not going to double tap that picture of you looking hot. I'm sorry, they're not. I'm here to tell you, they are not going to double tap that picture. They're going to swipe past it. And a lot of them, if they're going to be sending you evil eye through your pictures. This is a real thing. Which is why I realized a lot of the comments within my community posts a couple nights ago, you guys said you keep yourself off of social media or you barely post at all. And I understand why. Because social media will trick you into thinking you have to update people about everything you have going on. You have to document every single thing happening in your life. For who? For high school, middle school, and college people who never liked you? Who tried to compete with you, who talk crazy about you, trying to prove something to someone for what? For them to have an inside scoop on your life and try to go throw roadblocks in your path and delay your path? I have learned my lesson from oversharing in my close personal relationships as well as on social media. And I am happy to say that I am out of the era of giving people more than they deserve, giving them a peer into my life that they do not deserve. I am past that stage of my life now, and I have been so private. It's crazy. Privacy has literally saved my life. It has given me peace. Now, when I talk to all my friends call me about their friends' drama. All my friends come to me to gossip to me about what's going on with their friends. I don't give anyone ammunition to go talk to anyone about anything. You can't say shit because I don't tell you shit. I give you surface level answers, and then also sometimes I'll lie. So if you are by chance going and telling your friends stuff about me, it's lies, so I don't care. You gotta confuse the enemy, babes. You have to confuse the enemy. And sometimes lying to people, embellishing, whatever you want to call it, I don't give a F, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're not about to sabotage me. You're not about to throw evil eye on me. You're not about to try to put roadblocks in my path because you're threatened or feel away or you're battling with whatever. And I'm telling you all of my business. You will not know anything. You will know what I want you to know. And to what extent is up to me. And I want to encourage you all to do the same. So ladies, drop down in the comments section. Let's have a conversation. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box so you can share your stories with me there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.